All right, it is time for day 9 and 10 review of the Dr. Joe 10-day advanced follow-up retreat. We have some surprise guests for you today. Will you introduce them?
Yes, we have Ari. We have Ari.
We are back home in Europe. We saw our doggies again.
She is very cool. She's playing it cool for you, you know.
Yeah, we thought she could share some wisdom with you because Ari is a person who is really good in surrender.
I would like to also thank for this amazing candy which I received from Kanti, from our
Hi,
amazing
Kanti.
subscriber.
Yeah.
She even drove to the store because of this, because she found out that I would like to have this candy. She was very, very sweet. And our dogs also love to smell it, but we don't give it to them, but they love to sniff it. And
They would eat it out of your hands if
it's
they could.
almost unreal how they love to smell it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
yeah.
Ari is blowing you a kiss. Let's wait. Let's blow a kiss to Kanti.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to see her anymore because the last day was really turbulent. You say goodbye to everyone and it's crazy and loud, and there wasn't really time for speaking to too many people anymore. But we wanted to review day 9 and 10 from this retreat because of course we kept going, and Dr. Cho was really amazing. This time he really was stretching us further than we would normally go.
Shall we take her both and lift her a little bit more?
Her?
First, we wanted to show you how surrender looks like. She is absolutely calm. She just surrenders all the time and trusts us all the time.
We can't do this. Here is her brother down here, and we
Below
can't do
his
this
knee.
with him
Yeah.
because he would never allow us to do this.
But Ari is totally
She's
fine.
pure joy.
Yeah. And she's going to joyfully sit on his body. She's using him as her pillow or something.
Well, last year during the 10-day retreat, Dr. Cho was not that intense as we wished for. He was telling us in the beginning of the retreat that we will do 2 pineal gland meditations that start at 4 in the morning. We did only 1 then. And
I didn't know he said that.
yeah, he was saying that if there's another opportunity, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And the last 3 days were a little bit loosey-goosey. He also told us this time that he had information last year that he could go for a podcast or be booked as a speaker for a very special place. And I don't know if we're allowed to say it, so we'll just keep it secret for now. But I think it distracted him a little bit, and he couldn't really do all the things that he wanted to do. And he also said on the last day, we ran out of time. So, but this year he was really, really intense.
He took his time with us, yes, a lot. And actually last days, 9 and 10, we almost didn't have time to eat. It was not possible because you want to say hello or goodbye, or you want to talk to people who you like there. It's not possible. We had to skip that very to the bare minimum because we just couldn't make it to all of those people. It's always crowded everywhere, so you don't really have time to eat. We already talked about it.
Also, we really didn't want to speak to everybody because we also have our own process, and we also had to check out. We had to go to another hotel.
Yeah.
And it was just too much. We were like holding each other's hands, like no chitty chat.
Don't look at
chat.
those people.
Let's focus. We go to
Let's
eat.
just go to eat really quickly, and then you eat, and there is somebody really cool. You want to talk to them for 2 hours, 3 hours, whole night, but you can't. You have to just focus.
Oh, and also something that Petra discovered the very last day. I wish we would have thought about it for earlier. That she was wearing her noise-canceling headphones in the restaurant because it's really insane.
I was inspired by ladies which were wearing it there because a lot of people complained about noise during the retreats, and a lot of people said that also before the healing started, the noise was absolutely too much.
In front of the rooms, they're speaking very loud, and it's just chaos, you know. And we are in coherence. We come after meditation, and then you go to lunch or dinner, and everybody's crazy. Everybody wants to have food really quick. Everybody's so loud. So
And
noise
you can't-
cancelling headphones
yeah.
would really calm that
Yeah.
down.
So let's go to the practical things.
Yeah.
Like the real stuff. So he still reminded us that 50% of the energy moving in you is only passion, or not only, is passion.
Yeah.
So whatever you want in your life, basically 50% is like determining how much you want it is your passion.
That you get
for it.
excited for it and like, I'm going for it, and let's bring this up. I don't know if I said it in the last video, but we do this with our negative emotions, you know, we really bathe in an emotion of sadness or regret or anger, and we what do? We embellish it, or we really go into it with a lot of passion, and we make it a lot worse. And if we want to change our life around, if we want to live in more uplifting states, then we also need to bring that same passion and energy to those positive and uplifting emotions, elevated emotions.
So that was one of the things which was important for me. And then through the retreat and all of the retreat, I am having with my life a little challenge because I was very much focused on other people. I needed to satisfy other people first, and I was not even taught to think about myself. And in the meditations, very much it was happening to me. I don't know if you were on retreats with Dr. Joe or not, but he's painting or drawing, he's just drawing on the whiteboard this person, and he's just drawing the darts where you invest your energy. And I immediately felt in my energetic body, every time I had a thought of somebody or I met somebody who was doing certain things which triggered something in me or could trigger something in me, I knew exactly what part of the body is triggered. I knew exactly what nerves are included. It was incredible how much every thought which you think is connected to the neurological pathway in your body. Basically, it's not even brain, of course it's brain, but also in a body, you know, you immediately have it somewhere, you know. And when you, or when I was in that meditation, and you can do this all the time as well home, I felt like I am hearing somebody screaming or I hear somebody yelling, and I'm like, okay, I'm taking my energy and I'm putting the energy back to me. And I stopped thinking and connecting to these people. I just really stopped connecting to these people and to these dramas and whatever story they have. You know, you can send them only love, but you have to give to yourself love first, especially if you are like me and you are still a little bit struggling with giving to yourself, because we are raised, especially girls, are programmed to serve to others, to fulfill other people's wishes, you know, to still think about others first. And we are also reading much more people's energy and frequency and emotions, and we have to see other people happy. That's why mothers feel happy when kids are happy, you know, because we are some kind of, we have it in our brain that we need to feel good when other people feel good. So it's hard for us as women, and I believe also for men, but yeah.
So it's a very deep and also simple realization, because when we are laying there in meditation, we hear somebody screaming, and then we focus on that person, we put our attention there, we are giving our energy away.
And
what you
your
were doing is
blissful
you would,
state.
yeah.
And you basically sacrifice your blissful state, your meditation, your time, and your 5 minutes of your life, which are never going to repeat, which are only there for you, and you will never get those 5 minutes back in your life.
And that energy is for you, especially in these moments. So you take it back. That's really good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a very deep wisdom.
My God,
And Ari is sitting on on her brother now, and her brother is okay because they are just one body. They are behaving constantly like one body. They were together in the womb. They are together outside for 7 years already.
On day 9, we were also doing our last walking meditation in the morning, and it was again a live walking meditation. It was really amazing, I have to say. We had one pre-recorded walking meditation and I think 5 or 6 live walking meditations, and it was so different for me because from the very first retreat that I have been to, whenever we did those pre-recorded walking meditations, I was so distracted by people. My attention still went to somebody else, and it was really difficult for me to stay focused. And it's also a little incoherence on the beach. Somebody's standing, somebody's laying, somebody's walking. And now that we all did it at the same time, and it's also something that I have never heard before when Dr. Joe does it live, I can't already expect what he's going to say next. So I'm really much more present. And Dr. Joe really loved it too. He said that he is really now thinking about future retreats. If he could maybe do this on other venues as well. He knows that it works in Cancun, so he will do it again there. But for the others, he still would have to organize it.
Yeah.
But it was really amazing, and I had also like a little deeper realization on that walking meditation, because Dr. Joe says believe, behave, become. And for me, what I understood was that I really do these meditations and this work to develop the belief in my future, the belief in that new reality, the belief in me. And I feel that once I have a belief that I can't move away from anymore, this is my new belief that I have installed through this work, then I will automatically behave that way, and I will automatically become it. I feel that the behaving and the becoming part are things that come very effortlessly and very seamlessly, because the belief in you, whether you believe you're worthy of abundance or not, that is going to be your reality, and you're going to behave that way.
Yeah, you can speak. I'll just show them the dogs because it's so worthy.
There's Ami and
They are
Ari.
here. Yeah, they're just sleeping like this when we are making the video. So
Yeah.
it's just, I have to. I cannot keep this for myself only. I hope I made it nice again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back. I want to say about the walking meditations that it's beautiful when we move as a collective. It's beautiful when he took so much energy and he invested it into the meditations live.
Yes.
He could have had also some breakfast or something, you know, and he was just there sweating. First day
God.
he was without a shirt because we did it like a little bit later. We did half an hour later, and the sun was incredible, and he was sweating there because
he was directly in the sun and he couldn't move away.
And so I saw how he was, or Raphael told me that he was without a shirt because he was so hot. So it was really nice, and Dr. Joe really loved it, probably. Only thing which I would very much love the crowd to evolve is respect. Because if we are moving as collective somewhere, if we are moving towards one goal, we have to learn how to respect each other. And no matter how big is my energy, how big is my experience, of course, sometimes you cannot really have your body under control. Of course, absolutely understood. But then some people could just step away a little bit. But if you are walking in your energy and you are bumping into people while walking meditation, because we do it all at the same time in the same place, and we have very limited space, we really have to learn how to respect each other and understand that it's only not about my energy, it's about everybody's energy. And that's very hard for these people also. Even though they are advanced meditators, they are still meditating for themselves, for their energy. But
I noticed that too. Or when they are walking and they're like dancing, you know, and they take this much space, and you would like to just pass, and you know, it was a very small beach.
Happily
if it's
in
like
front of you, but
or dancing back and forth, and you just would like to walk by. That it's like I I would not walk around like this when the beach is this.
Because we are
this
doing
small.
abundance meditation, I don't have to walk like this.
No.
Because I know there are people going,
Yeah.
walking, and I am respecting because I'm
And
moving.
we are, yeah, you said beautiful. We are one flock, you know.
Yes.
We are a tribe. We do this together. We respect
Every
each other.
fish in the school of fish, or how it's called, they are respecting their space. They are never bumping into each other. They move the same direction, same energy, but they are still very, very much keeping their space because they know they need their own space too. And I believe this is really something what this community has to work on, especially advanced meditators who think that their energy is much more important than energy of other people. I think we are, if you evolve, you know that your neighbor's energy is this, like, needs to be in a good space as well, because then you enhance the field. You make it much bigger if everybody's feeling well. You know, that's why I'm like, at the meditations, I'm like, are you okay behind me? Are you going to have enough space for lay down next to me? Are you going to be fine? Where is going to be your head so I can lay next to you? Or
is it okay if I have my legs here? And
it's really beautiful because then they feel that I care for them, and then they are also very nice to me.
Then they ask us, and I also feel very much seen. And
yeah, because we have very tiny space to lay in a ballroom, for example, in Dr. Joe's retreat. And you know, sometimes you have to touch somebody because you are so close. We are like sardines. But if you are next to the sardine, which is blissful, so I choose that. You know, it's just about still the behavior which we are taught, that we have to fight for ourselves, meditate for ourselves. Only our energy matters. And yes, it is true. We have to really stop thinking about stuff which disturbs us, which is stealing our life, our energy, our minutes in this planet, basically. But we also have to invest it in us and into making it nice around us.
Yeah. In these moments, it's really time and the place to work together as one
if
one
you had,
mind, one heart.
If you had a lot of money, you build beautiful house, you build beautiful lawn, and you put a lot of, like, a huge fence around it, and behind your fence it's like a dry grass there. And you decide you are going to water only grass on your lawn, and behind you, when you leave, the fence is like nothing. It's like sand and desert. So yeah, it's just this, and we need to keep this in mind, to be aware and happy and blissful for us, and not be engaged with people's dramas, but as well caring. We need to care for one another, right?
Yeah,
it's a hard
well
one.
Said.
It's a hard one. And the meditation in day 9 was very powerful for me. I was already in a space and I loved that meditation.
The seated meditation?
Yeah, when we did lay down, Dr. Joe also did quite long lay down. So if you do at home your meditations, don't be afraid to do meditation, you know, from Dr. Joe, and then 20-40 minutes lay down.
Just play some music after the meditation.
Yes. Did you already talk about the breath?
No, not yet.
Not yet. So Raphael will then tell you about the breath, which can keep you a little bit more in a state where you will not fall asleep during the lay down. So it is very beneficial for you to do this as well at home, in a calmness, when nobody can disturb you, and interact with the body, so the body and the nervous system can actually integrate everything you did in meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, and also when we lay down, there's something happening, that the parasympathetic nervous system switches on, and we fall into the states of delta or theta.
Blissful.
And we can really float in that space. It's, for me, the laydowns were also always really blissful and very powerful and important.
And the meditation in day 10, I was already super crazy about it, you know. I'm so looking forward to the meditation and stuff like that. And I forgot my yoga mat to lay on.
But you didn't forget it.
But I didn't forget it. But my yoga mat got somewhere lost. I don't know where it was, actually. I don't even know where we found it.
Yeah.
You find everything.
In
when
the
you
Lost
lose.
and Found, we found it
Yeah.
2 days late.
So
or 1 day
my
later.
meditation, yoga meditation was lost, and it means that I was cold on the floor, and it means that my bladder can go sometimes crazy, and I was very cold, and I didn't have, you know, all
And I
what
think
I
it was
needed.
the longest meditation on the last day.
The longest lay down.
Yeah, we started at 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
and we didn't do any 4 a.m. meditations. They were discussing about it, but Dr. Joe said it's still dark, you know, melatonin is still
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Let's do it at 6, and we'll go as long as we go. It was 3 hours.
So I was already a little concerned before the meditation. Then I'm like, okay, I'll make it work. And what I realized in my meditations in the past, I could feel really bad that I'm disturbing myself in meditation. I never disturb people around me because I'm moving very gently, so they don't, and I am trying to keep my energy up so I don't disturb their process. But if I had to move still, I had to still put something underneath my butt and underneath my back because I was getting really, really cold on the floor, even though there was a carpet. And I was thinking, okay, it's a belief that I'm cold, so I'll make me warm and stuff, but it didn't really work for me. But I realized in the past I was feeling really bad for feeling bad, uncomfortable, or anything, and it was disturbing me. And then I was a little sad in the meditation that I was actually doing this. And now, because I practice so much the walking meditations, and when I need to go to the bathroom, I just have the headphones on and I go to the bathroom. I go back and continue with my walking meditation. Getting back to the state or getting back to the meditation and in and out of the meditation is easier. So I very much recommend the walking meditations, just because you can get in and out of the state, and that's what happened to me. I could just sit up calmly and take care of my stuff, cover my feet more because I was cold. I could lay down, I could you know, take care of whatever is under my back and just calmly meditate. Even though I wasn't that comfortable, I did my best. But it was very helpful to understand, hey, I actually don't have to be mad at myself that I don't have this ready for my meditation, the yoga mat, and I'm cold and I have to suffer on the floor because this is what I have to do. No, I can be loose. I can be just taking care of my stuff and gently and continue with my meditation.
And you're also good in improvising, so you used blankets and
what's called
the bags to...
The Chuck Norris was Chuck Norris, right?
MacGyver?
Yeah, MacGyver or Chuck Norris, you know, they are always improvising.
Chuck Norris doesn't ask AI for advice, or ChatGPT asks Chuck Norris for advice.
Ah, okay. See, so that was me in the meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, and just because you had to do that doesn't mean it has to break your state. You can still get back very quickly.
It wasn't that blissful, the lay down, as previously, but I can't change it. But I can do my maximum, right, in that moment.
Something that I was agreeing on with you was that, hey, during this 10-day retreat, before we went, let's just accept that our meditations are the best they could ever be. There is no like, oh, I should have focused more, I should have had a better meditation, a better state. No, what if our meditations were just the way they are, absolutely the best for us? And that's actually how I felt throughout the retreat. There were numerous times when I was thinking when I was in my mind, but I was always feeling very calm about meditations. I was, yeah, you know, you're in a blissful state, sort of, and then you get out and you go to lunch and you're totally in the program and stuff. So what? But I know that it does something. I know it's very beneficial, and I didn't make myself stressed about it anymore.
Because it can stress you. You are in a very expensive event, you want to do your best. Now it's not working. It's like wedding day, you know. People plan one day when it has to be amazing.
Everything has to be perfect.
And something is messed up. I didn't have wedding, but I watched it all the time in my friends and in movies as well. There's something goes wrong, and then you have to deal with it, and it's not it anymore. Maybe it's supposed to be sunny and it starts to rain, and you have to deal with it, and you have to go with it, and you have to make the best out of it, whatever you get. Yeah, she's sitting on him. Do you want to see it? I think
So
I'll
he
have
just...
to. We moved away, and she's sitting.
And she walked immediately behind him.
I know that we have to not allow her to do this, but we are not going to tell her now. Ari. No, now she's off. Yeah.
Then Dr. Cho was also talking a little bit about different breath practices. He wanted to get a little bit more into how important the breathing is and how this is one of the only functions from our body that we can change consciously, and how when we are feeling stressed, we breathe more shallow and more quickly, and when we're calm, we breathe more deeply and calmly. So we can influence our state by influencing our breathing first. And he didn't get into it too much, but we tried 2 different additional breaths to the ones that he already teaches. So he has the one which you do usually in the beginning of the meditation, where you pull that energy up through your spine and into your pineal gland or in the top of your head. That breath which he has included in most of his meditations. And then there's the lay down breath that he doesn't want us to fall asleep too quickly, so we lay down and we do the fast inhale, exhale. That is usually, I think, 30 breaths in and out. And he wants us to do it fast, like through the nose and like forcing it out quickly.
Well, so you feel your core a little bit, you know, engaging.
And he kept repeating in all meditations that we do this for the arousal, because after you then hold it and then you exhale, you can feel a little bit tingling or a little bit like euphoria, and that's why we do it. So that way we have intention.
Some people are not allowed to do it, like pregnant women and, people who have really serious health conditions. And I also don't really like to do this breath, so I am trying to do not as many, or sometimes I do, but I am not liking to over oxygenating my body. I like to keep it more in parasympathetic. I don't like to pump into my blood more oxygen than it's needed, because I feel it's not very healthy for my breathing patterns.
We have to talk about the female and the masculine way as well, what we discussed when we were traveling. But the other breaths that we were doing was one which I knew from Andrew Huberman. He was saying in one video that the fastest way to bring your body back to balance when you are super stressed or anxious or you have a panic attack is the double inhale and long exhale. So it's... So we did this one for a while. We did this one for a while during the lay down, or I think
for a little bit during the lay down. He was just trying with us new
playing with it, and then the last one which we did was that we inhale for 4, we hold for 6, we exhale for 6, and then hold for 8. And when we hold for 8, then it can create this little air hunger. And he was talking about nitric oxide, NO, and I really don't know about the benefits of it. It was too fast for me, but you learned a little bit about it, right?
What?
Building NO in your body or in the nose. He talked about how important it is to breathe through our nose.
Yeah, and if you would like to have some breath video, or video about the breath, and maybe we can share how to produce nitric oxide in your body, so it's like a inner disinfectant for viruses and bacteria and also and so on, how to produce it in your sinuses. We can make a little video about it, so you will be able to heal yourself for in your own home.
Petra is really interested in this. She really got into this oxygen advantage breathing or Buteco, and she follows some people in Czech who do it. And
I'm gently interested. Not crazy, but
yeah, but it's you see what it does.
Yeah, and I also know a lot about the breathing patterns. So when you do this kind of like over oxygenating your blood, it's like your body, like a Wim Hof style breathing, it can interact with your breathing pattern, and you want to exercise and teach your body to breathe in a calmer rhythm and calmer basically pace and so on. So it's that's why I don't really get into these inhale, exhale breathing, because that's why I don't really like it, or my beliefs are somewhere else with it. But I very much know what Dr. Joe is doing. I know that he always thought his things through, but also I believe that he's not a woman, and if you're before period, on your period, or whatever, you know, you have your cycle, it means that you are a little bit differently sensitive to the oxygen. For example, me on the period or slightly before period is not as good to breathe like this, because the body behaves really sensitive, and also it can cause much bigger bleeding, for example, and stuff. So you have to really know your body and how to work with your body, and what else to do, how else to do it than to make a lot of mistakes, so you'll learn how to do it right for you.
This is what Petra and me were talking about when we were traveling home, that Dr. Joe is a man and he has a masculine approach with his work, and he wants us all to do the same, and to do this crazy breath and so on. But it's also very good, I think, the feminine side to be more aware of the body, to listen more, like this is now the right thing for me. And we met some people that were skipping some meditations, right?
Especially, yeah, some
we're not, I don't really...
We never skipped meditation.
No,
ever.
We wouldn't do that.
In Dr. Joe's retreat. We know why we have to be tired and exhausted, because sometimes when you're tired and happy, you have the best experiences. And he knows why he's taking us there, because he doesn't want us to have any time to interact with our home, with our things,
past.
with our past. That's why we are so busy at the retreats. To totally forget about that stuff as well.
But you met one woman who skipped like most of the meditations, and well, I wouldn't do it for me. She had a reason for it, and she had to listen to her body, and
yeah, and she also shared with me how amazing it was to have a 5-star hotel in Mexico for yourself, to have
everybody's
whole
in the
pool for
ballroom.
herself, to have whole restaurant for herself, and everything for herself. And I think, oh my gosh, I feel so much great energy from it. But it's an inspiration. She is an inspiration for me, and I don't have to do it the way she did, but I can take something which I love from the inspiring woman. What I did, though, and what I felt a lot during meditations, when Dr. Joe says, heart and a brain, heart and a brain, I really want to take this all, because I have no problem to live from my heart up. And it has been always in my life a problem. Ari is telling us that something is happening and somebody's coming. It is no problem for me to live from my heart and the brain. I had to learn how to actually get into my body more, and a lot of females do this, and a lot of people who were abused or just taught to not be behaving like they want to behave, they have to follow our rules, our society norms and stuff. You have to also contact your first center. And in the past, Dr. Joe didn't do heart and a brain. He was saying 146 code.
Right.
He was always saying 1, 4, 6. And I know that this one, the center, is amazing to contact with the heart and the brain. And I believe that now he is more focused on the heart-brain coherence, because it's really what matters. But for me, as for a woman, I naturally sometimes really focused on the pelvis, because I really want just to embody this feeling. I want to feel this feeling in my body. I just don't want to live anymore from heart up. That's easy for me. That's really like my normal, you know. So if you want to anchor yourself, anchor that energy which you produce in meditations, or if you want to anchor your new life in you more, in your body, in your soul, or in your energy center or energy, then you can also focus on 1, 4, 6, which means the sacral or basic 1 energy center 1. He doesn't say that we have it like in chakras, yeah, so we have to follow this, and I like that. So yeah, so use that.
Yeah, like doing it a little bit more like your individual version of it, like what do I need right now, what does my body need, and listen to that, and adjust the meditations accordingly for you. During the retreat, it's good to really follow the instructions and don't think about these things, but at home, okay, I'm going to combine a little bit. And he actually said he will do new blessing of the energy centers meditations where he will focus on each energy center separately. So I think he will do 8 different meditations, maybe guided meditations, where he said somebody has a thyroid issue, so he will focus only on 5 for the entire meditation, or somebody has digestive issues, so only on 2.
And so he will have maybe 30-minute talk about what this energy is doing, and this energy center is about and stuff, and it's beautiful. I think it would be really cool to listen to his explanation about these separate energy centers and focus on it and really put there the energy. I was even thinking for myself in the past that when I had an issue with the bladder, that I would do and if you don't have the meditations, and if you purchase just one and you don't have finances now for it, you can use the blessing of the energy centers, and you can just dedicate all of the 8 centers time to the 1 center. Yeah. And you can just focus in there and focus in there all the time, all the time. Yeah, you don't have to move it up, you know?
And actually, I remember that when I got into the work first time in 2019, Dr. Joe used to make these live talks with the community, and he said that we should start to become a little bit more playful. Like, he wanted to tell us that we should maybe not be too dependent on his guidance all the time, and that when we notice, okay, we need to put more attention in the specific energy centers, so let's do that. You know, he wanted us already then to experiment with it more and be a little bit more independent.
Yes. Why did I roll my eyes? Is this reason? She's again sitting on him, and look, he's not doing anything. He doesn't even move a finger. I don't know. They love each other. They can't exist without each other, I guess. So the dogs went home, and I was mentioning about something about the energy center number 1, and I just wanted to say, when you meditate, you will get sort of like a guidance. You will have information. Hey, focus in here, focus in there, or do something slightly different. You are not changing Dr. Joe's meditations. You're like, oh, something is calling for attention. Show attention to there, or put a little attention there, because something is instructing you. You know, you might connect to something higher than you, and then you get information, and you can be much more connected to this energy, because everybody has different conversation with this energy. So it's not that you are not doing meditations as Dr. Joe says because you're not doing it correctly then, but it's more like, oh, I have some guidance. I'm not changing his work, but I'm just adjusting it a little bit to what I am guided.
What you need. We're all different, and we all are in different
and we have different
journeys.
Needs, of course.
I think his original intention was not that we would all be dependent on his guided meditations. I don't think he was ever planning to do that many. but he saw that the community wanted it, and it really works. And he also started to learn that certain words are really going to be powerful. So he's now very focused on it. But yeah, we can be playful. Then I wanted to say about abundance that we really surprisingly talked about it surprisingly a lot. I think like 5 days maybe. We were talking about abundance and doing meditations for abundance, which was exactly my topic, why I was going there. And what I learned from it was that abundance is so much more than money. Dr. Joe said it. I kind of got it. I was like, yeah, abundance is also abundance of freedom or relationships or health and joy and good energies.
Space and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything what you need and much more.
I got it, but I understood it on a different level during this retreat because he still said the abundance of life. And what I found for me was that, I focus on abundance of money, on abundance of wealth, but what it does is I feel it opens my eyes more. I can see more of reality. I can take in life much more. If I don't live in lack and limitation, I feel like I am living like this more. I'm really taking in the life, and I can see the beauty in things and the divine in somebody else and in me. I think it's it's really so much more, and so I'm working on really embodying this new feeling, this new reality, and it's a very strong feeling. I feel like somebody that is abundant and that has a good energy, they're just taking in life much more.
I was also sitting at the lunch there, and it was very crowded and loud. We mentioned it a few times, but then I was like, what if I am like a millionaire and I'm sitting here and I'm also going to feel like this nervous? Am I going to feel like this nervous all the time? Am I choosing to feel like this even though I am millionaire or I am, already somewhere else in my life, and I will still carry this thing with me? It's same with lack and abundance and so on. You can play with this and ask yourself, is this what I'm going to drag into my future? Like this nervousness around people or so on. So I put on the headphones and I'm good. I'm fine. Just take care of yourself. Take care of your body, whatever you need.
Your peace.
Your peace. Yeah. And I'm going to search for my word of the day, peace, and you have to talk.
Okay. So then we did many meditations dedicated to abundance and the abundance of life. This realization also happened during a walking meditation because Dr. Joe says the belief in yourself must be earned. And I also understood it on a deeper level during that meditation. And so for me, I understood it this way, that when I keep showing up every day to do the meditation, I basically prove to myself that I am decided that I want to live in that new reality without compromise. And with time, I will start to believe in it because I know I'm going to do it every day, no matter what my reality currently is saying. I'm going to do the work and I'm going to step into my abundant future. That is proving to me that I will do it no matter what. And it will become a new normal. Because every day I keep strengthening the new belief. Every day I'm strengthening the belief that I am in that new reality. And once I truly believe it, as I already told you, I will automatically behave that way and become it. So that was really that's when you earn the belief in yourself. You just keep showing up no matter what your circumstances are saying right now. You found it? The words of the day.
So there's just share one.
Yeah. There's an inner science table where they do the research, and they have a bag with these words.
And it's called peace.
Yeah.
And in the back is I am peace. It's also for you. Oh. It's called peace, and it's also for you. Message that if you are abundant, if you're tuning into your future, if you're tuning into the best relationship, you have to have peace. Because if you are peaceful, if you are calm, you can actually enjoy your new relationship. You can enjoy your abundance or anything. But if you're going to be stressed and contracted and constantly worrying about stuff, Dr. Joe also mentioned it with abundance, right? When you are still going to be scared about losing it and so on, you're not going to be very much enjoying in your life. So that was really great that I found this word because I needed it as well.
They were saying that it's the word of the day and we can pick it up at the inner science table. And then we were trying to go there every day. And at one point she was saying, oh, no, this is just one per retreat.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so it's a word for the retreat, not for the day.
Yeah. So it was for the retreat, and I think it's nice. In the past, we used to get every day a word, and it was really funny, playful. We got these coins.
Today I have fearless.
Yeah,
today I have abundance.
Yeah. So it was really nice.
Then we had also a surprise guest.
Oh yeah. Surprise, amazing lady.
Yes, which I didn't expect, and Dr. Cho said, "I know you're gonna be excited about the guest," and I was guessing that it might be Lewis Howes because
and people were guessing that it will be Jay Shetty.
But it was Dr. Ellen Langer, which was a woman that I thought I've never seen before, never heard of before, but actually she has a lot of podcasts on YouTube. And we have also listened to her a little bit before, and she was an amazing woman.
Yeah, you made the notes. I did the whole thing of notes.
She was having like a 1 hour presentation, and she was talking about mindfulness versus mindlessness, and it was a perfect fit into this work, into what we were learning that week.
Yeah.
And so what was very profound for me, that she was saying, who says that things have to be the way they are? Because we do things mindlessly. Do we have an example?
Can robots be happy? She asked the question, can robots be happy? Because we are so much in automatic programming. We are doing so much automatic, like we type some code somewhere where we go every day or every week. We type it, our body does it for us. Mindlessly. And we are behaving like robots. And she was just asking, can robots be happy? So it stuck with me. I wrote it down because it's amazing. And she also said, to be in a presence, we have to try to notice new things. So every time you feel like you're a robot, and you still do the same thing every single day or every whatever, the same week time of the week, you can also try to look for new things. Something is growing, somebody has different haircut, or some little tiny changes, deviations from your normal, which can keep you in a present moment. That's a great tip.
Yeah.
I think it's a great tip.
Yes, to be in the present, that's amazing. I also really like that. She was making an example, for example.
I think we can talk about this topic maybe in other video.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because
it's quite a long topic, but Dr. Ellen Langer, you can also find her on YouTube, and we will share about it later. It would be too much.
It would be too much.
But she was amazing, and it was really fun.
Yeah, and we really have to make separate video dedicate to it, because we would be sitting here for another 45 minutes. Yeah. So, because I made really great notes from it, so you will not miss anything.
I made one more, I wrote down one more thing, which was a summary from what the work is about, that Dr. Cho shared on the last day, which was first we synchronize the heart and the brain. We get coherent. We leave behind the pain, the problems, our programs. We synchronize the heart and the brain. Second, I need to get to the field and leave my personality behind. So we go into that space where we are nowhere, nothing, no time, no body. That's when we are in the blackness, in the fifth dimension. Then when I have a thought in that field, I draw it to me with the love in my heart. So whenever you want to create something, you need to start to fall in love with that creation,
With
like
your
it is
future.
happening right now.
Just fall in love with your future, yeah.
Whether it's like a mystical experience, you fall in love with having that mystical experience right now, or your abundance, you fall in love with being in that abundant life right now.
Mhm.
That's the way we draw it to us. And then 4, it's time to walk as it already happened.
And also, we had day 8, 9, 10, we had healings.
Mhm.
And some healings were received by people who were new and new healies. And they were surprised. Some of them were surprised that they will get healing and so on. And it was quite nice and it was really powerful because we were already synchronizing together. We were already moving like one organism. It could feel, you could feel that when people spend more time together and work on the same goal, they will get synchronized much more. And last healing was fun for me because people were already leaving home. Some pods, where some people had like 8 people, 8 healers around them, were having like 5 or 4 healers. But then there was missing a healee on the floor next to us.
Uh-oh.
And Casey, the person who is responsible for people getting healings, because she's one of the medical team members, she pointed at one older, very old lady.
You lay down.
And she's like, she'll lay down. And I'm like, and this lady's like, me, you know, and she went right on the floor and she totally enjoyed it. I asked her how it was after that. It was so cute. Isn't it cute?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was beautiful healing, but at the same time, Dr. Joe was really taking long after that, after we finished.
Yeah.
So we were amazing. We were bonded in a group of our pod. We stayed all
4 healings.
3 healings. It was
The first one, we were already like the group that we intuitively chose. Yeah. That's the group that we stuck with for the following 3 healings. So we did 4 in that group. And
we basically, we
created I created, for example, with my group, a Telegram group, and then we were talking to each other. Hey, let's meet for lunch. Let's meet for dinner.
Do you have the turtle here?
Yeah.
You have to show the. He got the turtle.
We kept meeting each other and bonding, and it was so amazing. It was such an easy group to bond with.
Yeah.
One of them was buying all of us in that group a turtle from the gift shop. And she shared the spiritual meaning of turtle, and it was super easy to bond. Right? All of them.
That lady was very, very amazing. And my healie was actually taken care of. Was one of the people who was making these crochet dolls, who were sold they were made by ladies in prison, and they were actually sold to support the children, the orphans. And the orphans were getting healing also. There were like 27 orphans on that healing, and they were staying in a hotel, as we already shared, right? Mm-hmm. That they were having the food there and saw the beach, and they were taken care of really with love, and mm-hmm. and I think they enjoyed it. And that lady was one of those people who were also very much involved in this. So, yeah.
One of that orphan girl, she was probably like 8 or 9 years old, mm-hmm. and after the healing, Dr. Joe was talking maybe for two more hours, and she was walking around in the whole ballroom, and she was going to people. She tapped them on the shoulder, or she shook their hand, or she gave them a hug. And I think her intention was to say thanks to every single person in that room. We're 2,000 people.
Because, we are not healing anybody. We are not doing anything. Did you want to finish something?
No.
I'm sorry. And we are just, I understand that we are creating energy in our body, letting it flow through us, and we all are becoming a huge channel for this love and healing energy, which makes mm-hmm. order, which makes orderly fields, and they can make order in other people's fields in their bodies. So that's why she felt connected to the whole field.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She didn't feel like she's supposed to be grateful to those 6 people or
Yes,
2 people
yes,
who healed her.
absolutely.
Yeah, but
It
she
was so
felt
sweet.
that
Mhm.
it is all of us doing
Mhm.
this. And it's really beautiful because this is how it works.
Mhm.
That's why we have to behave to our neighbor and love the neighbor as ourselves.
Mhm.
It's wrongly translated, but we really should do that because
Mhm.
we are one organism. I
Yeah.
also heard about trees and birds yesterday again. And we teach little children, oh, it's a bird and this is a tree, but it's actually one organism. They are connected. They can't exist without each other.
Mhm.
The bird would die without the tree, and the tree would die without the bird, and and it's all the flies and the bees and everybody. It's one organism.
Mhm.
We are part of one organism. The cells in this organism we call bees and bugs and animals, but it's just one.
I started to feel this more and more towards the end of the retreat, that we are really one organism and that it's absolutely self-explanatory that we help each other, that we're there for each other, we support each other. It's all like very much a family.
Mm-hmm. But also after during day 10 to be back in the ground, I was so hungry I didn't make it to the breakfast. We were packing, we were checking out during the retreat already. We had to keep our energy up, and we also had to search for my stuff, which I forgot everywhere. So me not, he was with his healing pod breakfast or something, right?
No, I have to skip that too.
Yeah,
I was
see?
also packing.
And we were packing and stuff, so it was taking a lot of our time because we couldn't reserve the hotel for longer. It was so booked. And new people were coming in, and it was a little bit too many things. So I became a little impatient when Dr. Joe was speaking 2 hours after the last healing, and I'm like, I want to eat, and my body is already not eating for a few days really well, and so on, and people in my pod were hugging 5 times, and I'm like, again, we have to hug, I'm also I love to hug you. They were amazing people, but also too much is too much, and I knew that I have to take a break and I have to be by myself already. And normally I would feel bad in the past for this, but now I'm like, hey, this is my energy. I have to keep my energy well because I'm then supporting their energy as well. It's like in an airplane, you get your mask first, and then you can support and help to other people to put masks on them first or second, but you make sure that it will actually happen by you having the mask on first.
Yeah, Dr. Cho was saying that this is the hardest or saddest part of his work, that he has to say goodbye to us, and he said, okay, so this is it. I usually like to go into my room and have a good cry. Yeah, it's always emotional when we have to leave it, but that's part of it.
It was quite emotional as well because we knew we will have 3 days of traveling after the retreat, but it went really well.
Yeah,
it went super amazing. We are not as much jet lagged as we thought we will be. We are still getting used to the new rhythm in here at home.
I thought I was already used to it. The first 2 nights or mornings I got up at 8 in the morning, and then today we slept until 11. We missed the package that we were supposed to receive. I totally didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But we're also making up for lost sleep during the retreat.
Yeah, and during the traveling we also didn't really sleep in the airplane and so on, and then we had a train ride home which took 12 hours and it was quite long, and anyways the trains were pleasant, the staff was amazing in a train, and everything went very smooth. Everything went very well.
Yeah, so now we're back home. It feels like a lot of things are the same, but some things are different.
Do you want to show them the Bass Pro Santa picture?
Oh, yeah, I can.
We have to show you Santa
little Christmas
picture,
mood.
because we're going to have Santa.
here when we were in Bass Pro.
So
We took a photo with Santa. We have one already from last year, so we continued our tradition this year.
yeah, I thought I'll not sit on his lap because I thought he would have to exercise a lot to hold me on his
He
lap.
has probably exercised a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have it. We love to share this with you, and if you have some questions, or if you would like to do the breath video, or if you really want us to make podcast or something with Ari or something,
Interview her for an hour.
her. We were also thinking about that, but we hope you can get some really great insights, but also insights from a real life reality, you know. So you are ready also for things which you didn't count on. And
Yeah,
you
we don't have to sugarcoat everything, even though I like to do that, but it's good to also have like a sense of reality.
Yeah, so you're ready. You know what you sign up for, and if it is going better, then, for example, you say nobody's bumping into you or nobody walks on your head when you do walking meditation on the beach, then you can be just grateful, or more grateful. No, but the stuff makes sure that nobody walks on your head.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. So have a beautiful day.
Thank you so much for being with us, and don't ever forget that you're unlimited, and we'll see you next time.
And those subscribers, which are over 3,000, welcome here in our channel. We'll be channeling for you.